going to win the world, Chief.
Edwards. Oh, Edwards! They are advancing to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in 20 years.
Oh, it's on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, baby.
Welcome in, everybody, to Wolves After Dark. Timberwolves win well after dark tonight. On brand tonight. They win big. 108-80, and it really wasn't even that close. That was crazy. Defense is back, seemingly, hopefully. And the offense was there tonight, too, a little bit for certain players. But that was awesome. That was exciting. If you're new here, like the stream. If you haven't liked it already and you're here normally, still like it. Subscribe to the stream. I mean, it's a blowout win. Super fun to have that finally happen for us. We've been struggling with these kind of close games, but to finally have one that's nice and close, that's really nice. Mike is not on. Uh-oh. That would be bad. I hope it is. It looks like it is. It's saying it is. Okay, the PC is picking me up, but not that. Really? Uh-oh. Okay. Well, then I'm going to have to troubleshoot live because it says it's working. Let me try this. That's annoying. Oh, I hear it. I hear my mic. It doesn't sound great, but it's there. Okay, good. I'm not crazy. We're here. Mic sounds fine. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll hold it closer too because it does sound a little funky, but yes. Timberwolves win. Clippers were troubleshooting live indeed. That was pretty insane. Sounds like a web mic. I was messing with some settings. I'm so stupid. Let me see. Can I do this? Maybe does this sound better? How about this? Do a little. There we go. I don't know. I'm just pressing buttons, everybody. Hopefully this works. If not, then oh well. I think it sounds well. I don't know. That actually does sound better. Okay, good, cool. I think I reversed the high pass and the low pass filters accidentally. So, my first fix was the fix. Okay, let me go back. We're troubleshooting live. Everybody's here. Let me try this too. Let me just go back to what I normally do. Clean. How about now? How do we sound? I sounds like I'm underwater. Uh-oh. How about it? How about now? That sounds better. Okay. There we go. Now, see, I was just trying to give everybody time to get back to the stream. Everybody was watching the post-game stuff, whatever. We got it. Now we sound good. No more moves. Yes, we're good. Thank you all for helping with troubleshooting. You guys are all hired as tech support for Wolves After Dark. You're back and we're back. I love it. Amazing. Well, Timberwolves win. This is another weird game because Anthony Edwards, you would expect, I'm sure that everybody that saw the posts from like the NBA social and the NBA TV social and stuff like that, where they're talking about how it's like, like the Timberwolves are up by 40 at half or whatever. It was only 30, but still. And I bet like casual NBA fans were tuning in. They're like, you know what? I probably missed some crazy Ant highlights. I missed some crazy dunks and threes. No. Ant was 5 of 14 tonight. And really, he didn't get going until like, what was it, the third? It was the second or the third. And then we were already up by then. So, I mean, they didn't really matter at that point. But who cares when you have Josh Minot? Apparently, that's who we need. Tonight was the Josh Minot, Julius Randle show. A little bit of Jaden and a little bit of Conley. And then a lot of defense. The defense really was kind of the big thing. So we are back. We're back. Mark, your paycheck's coming soon. As soon as I get my own paycheck sometime. Let's see. I don't know who this Rudy Gobert is, but I love him. Yes, Manimal. This was like, honestly, Rudy changed so much from the beginning of the season to the last like 3 games. Also, what is Rudy drinking? Like, what is he? What I need whatever is in his food because he is he's stealing everything and taking it full court. It's crazy. He had 5 steals tonight. 5 steals, 7 assists, and 9 rebounds. And he only had 8 points. That is unreal. 0 turnovers as Point Gobert tonight. I mean, it's just unbelievable how good everybody was. And Minot, usually we talk about surviving the Minot minutes. Tonight, we dominated the Minot. He was incredible as well. Oh man. Yeah, 5th defensive player of the year loading. So honestly, coming into the season, I had the mindset of it doesn't even matter how good Rudy plays. The voters are just going to want to vote for Wemby. Wemby's just going to be their choice, which is honestly fair. I mean, he's such a freak that he doesn't even really have to do that much, and he's going to get he's going to have a 5x5 game at some point. And if he hasn't already had 5x4s and whatever, it's just he's going to have all that happen to him. Sorry, I got a hair in my eye. But if he plays like this, I mean, tonight's different. 5 steals and 7 assists. I mean, not that that's defensive, but the 5 steals, that's, I mean, has he ever had 5 steals in a game? I should look that up. Somebody look that up. That is insane. You think Evan Mobley's winning? I mean, he's been playing well, but I just think that the voters are going to, I mean, I don't know. It's such a different world. The betting market has, or at least the last I checked, the betting market has Wemby as the heavy favorite. I should double check that. I should look into that. Because I don't think it's worth it putting any money down that's not Wemby, but that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't know. Cavs are going to win a lot of games, but I think Wemby's just enough of a draw. I mean, I think people just care about him, but he's hurt right now, actually. So if he's hurt, then it's fair game between maybe Gobert and Mobley. Maybe even Dyson Daniels, is that his name? I mean, he's been going crazy with steals too. Trying to pull it up here, see what the current awards are for defensive player of the year right now. It is not as heavy of a favorite as it was. Actually, first is Wemby, second is Jaren Jackson Jr. Am I looking at this right? Third says Draymond Green. Then it says fourth is Mobley, Bam Adebayo, Anthony Davis, Jalen Suggs. Okay, Rudy Gobert's not even in the top 8. That's crazy. That's nuts. That's not accurate. Wow. That is unreal. I can't even believe it. Yes, we can talk about the game. Sorry, I'm talking about betting. Yes, we can talk about the game. I mean, but honestly, the game, it was just domination from start to finish. There was a brief moment where the game was close in the very beginning of the game, but really past the 6-minute mark, it's been I mean, we were up by 20 or something to end the first quarter, and after that, we just never looked back. I can't lie, I did get a little nervous in the beginning of the fourth quarter because that was I mean, hey, we were up by 30, 40 points or whatever, but they scored a decent amount in a row that got me a little nervous. But I mean, to come back from 30 down in a quarter is unreal. That's near impossible. Because you'd have to hit every single possession, and the other team, the Timberwolves, would have had to miss everything and shoot really fast, which we were doing a little bit. But no, our biggest lead was 41 tonight. We went on a 30. What was it? Was it a 30? Yeah, it was 32-7 run at one point. I'm sure we went on a couple other runs. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick because sometimes this shows me. Yeah, we went on a 35-7 run, a 31 or a 21-7 run. And then the Clippers, they went on a run. This is what I'm talking about. In the late third into the fourth, they went on a 23-5 run. Now, I do want to say again, in case there's any Clippers fans watching this, I understand you guys are very, very, very injured right now. And I think you just played on a back-to-back or something like that. So understand, I get it. But still, this is still embarrassing. This is unreal. I mean, rebounds were similar. We out-assisted the Clippers 31-13. 31-13. That is unreal. We doubled their steals, basically 15 or more than that, 15-7. They had 7 more turnovers than we did. We shot around 48%. They shot 34%. The only thing that they were better at was free throws, which apparently the wall or whatever they call it is just our kryptonite. We were missing every free throw we took. I mean, of course, it was the fourth quarter and it didn't matter. Do they get free chicken every single time that we miss? That is crazy. Bones looked like he was going to hit the entire team's worth of step back threes, so there was no guarantee. Yeah, Bones, apparently this is like his first game all year, or first good game all year. He was 5 of 11, 5 of 10 from 3, and he had 18 points. I mean, he looks good. Against us, he always looks good. He is the type of player where if you get into sports betting, like you know the players that play well against the Timberwolves, and you're like, I'm betting they're over, whatever it is. A lot of the time, though, the players that the Timberwolves are the players that play well against the Timberwolves don't even show up on the gambling because they're so far down the bench. It's crazy. But man, yeah, I mean, just a domination game. I can't get over. I kept talking in the Discord. Shout out the Discord. We just couldn't, like, it was embarrassing. It reminded me of when I went to the Portland games and we were losing so badly because we were just getting dominated in every way. That's exactly what it felt like. It felt very weird. Yeah, okay, Butterfly, why were they chanting USA? Was it just for fun or was there some reason? I was so lost by that. I was just too mesmerized by the Rudy no-look passes. That was crazy. No, they said they only get chicken once. Yeah, that's too bad. They should get it as many times. It should be as many times as they want. But well, I mean, there's not really much else to recap. The game was just an utter domination the entire way. The Clippers are on a back-to-back or whatever. Did they win or lose? They won yesterday against the Blazers. But then we dominate them. And really, I mean, guys, this was not a 28. If you didn't watch the game and you're just watching this replay or you're watching this live and you didn't watch the game, this was not a 28-point game. This was like a 50-point loss for the Clippers that just somehow was salvaged to look like a semi-reasonable loss. This is not. Yeah, and the Lakers, Sammy. The Lakers lost by like 40. What did they lost 134-93. Yeah, they lost by, is that 41? My God. LA lost by a combined like 100 points tonight. That is insane. USA chance we're sideways. And yeah. Yeah, seriously, Butterfly. My goodness. Crazy. Well, I think we're just going to go to the tier list. I mean, we can start talking about some specifics about players, but I mean, that's where we do it. So tier list. Let me go back to the not shot chart, box score. We're going to start with Luka Garza, who got 8 minutes tonight. 8 minutes. Yeah, by the way, Gerald, they all want to fire, like they want to fire their fourth coach in 3 years or whatever. When are they going to realize that it's just the players? And Renzi, honestly, I don't know if he needs to retire, but I think he just can't be on the Lakers and he can't be in the role that he's in. Although tonight he did score 29. But anyways, we're not talking about the Lakers tonight. Lakers are losers. And I'm not going to mention somebody's name. If I mention somebody's name that I said I was not going to mention last time, you got to let me know. See you, Mark. Have a good night. But anyways, not mentioning their name, we're going to move to the tier list. Luka Garza. Everybody get your grades in for Luka Garza while I read off the stats here. 4 of 5. He was 1 of 3 of the line. One of those players that contributed to the wall being affected. 10 points. 10 points, 3 rebounds. I mean, he was playing garbage time. Doesn't really matter. This was good. This was a fine game. I think I agree with you, FJD. It's an A. I don't know if it was necessarily cash. I mean, he did shoot really well, but cash, says Steven. Maybe. Why not? My not? There should be a why not? My not tier. Okay, we're not adding any more tiers. This is crazy. Okay, Luka Garza. I see June says A. I like it. Luka Cash for giving free chicken. That's honestly, that's a good point. I think we're gonna leave him an A though. Just garbage time. Just garbage time minutes. But everybody get your grades in for Terrence Shannon Jr. No dunk tonight. 0 of 2. 2 assists. I think this is fine. I think this was, I don't know. Do we want to go meh or do we want to go B as my voice cracks right into the microphone that I am holding so close? Hopefully, this doesn't sound crazy. Someday I'm going to figure out the sound. Fun fact, I actually went to school for audio engineering. So this is super embarrassing that I can't get this. Okay, meh. I think meh is fair. I think meh is fair. If he don't dunk, he's playing old. Honestly, Steven, sort of right. Maybe he is old. I do think there's another candidate for back-to-back old tiers tonight, though. Maybe. We will get there when we get there. Dante DiVincenzo. Everybody get your grades in. I'm not grading Dozier. You guys know how I feel about Dozier, although he played nice tonight. And Daisha Nix, I don't know. He's on here, but he was fine. I don't think we need to talk about him. But who was I talking about? I lost it. Oh yeah, Dante DiVincenzo, not a good night. 1 of 5 from the floor, 3 points, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and 2 assists. So I don't know. It's just meh. I mean, it was not a great night. He looked kind of pissed at times. He was yelling at Rudy that one time. That was kind of crazy. But he was calling him Rue. He was wanting Rudy to move, and he's like, "Come on, Rue, move." I wish we could pay some extra fee to NBA for the NBA League Pass to only have like the like mic'd up moments. I want to hear everything. I want to hear all the trash talk. I want to hear all the under mic stuff. I want to hear the ref conversations. I want to hear it all. I would pay unlimited amounts of money. I don't have unlimited amounts, but I would pay unlimited amounts. I would figure out a way, credit card, something. I have to, but that would be amazing. Anyways, a side note. He was just a meh tonight. I mean, I don't really want to go super low for people tonight because, like, we won. I don't know. Again, it's kind of like what I was saying last time. When you're up by a lot and like you didn't need a player, and they're not like your star player, do we really want to count it against them? I don't know. But you want to hear the breathing? Yes. Oh, I know. I don't think they'll ever do it, Gerald. I really think that I feel like it would never happen because there's too much vulgar language and beyond just the words that are said is the things that I think are said where they can't. But I mean, think of look at it like UFC, it's actual like physical fighting, just feels like that should be an option. And it feels like that's a revenue stream for them. That would be amazing. Players also would freak out. I think that is another thing. They wouldn't want to hear that. So just buy courtside seats. I mean, hey, one of these days, my goal is, guys, I made an all-time blunder, by the way. So they just announced the new games for the play-in tournament or the in-season tournament for the teams that aren't in the in-season tournament. And one of them was against the Lakers, again, at home. That's awesome. As you guys know, I have season tickets. And I was just like, you know what? Let's just try to sell these super quick because my last Lakers ones didn't, so I gave it to my dad. And these ones sold instantly. I was like, awesome. And then I realized I'm in Minnesota during those days. I'm so mad at myself. And now I'm like trying to buy tickets for that game. But they're all crazy because it's the Lakers. I don't know. It's just so stupid. Anyways, side note. Next up, Naz Reid. Where'd he go? 20 minutes. He had not 15 points. He had 4 points. He was 1 of 4 shooting. He did have 2 nice blocks, had a couple 4 rebounds. Only 1 foul. We had a pretty low foul night, to be honest. Defense Nas, thumbs up. Offense Nas, I don't like that. Oh, FJD, you guys are going to that game? I'm going to try to figure out a way. I might wait until the very last second until tickets go way on sale, though. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. Because I am in Minnesota during the 11th through the 15th. So I should go. But Nas, I see A for the hustle. I like that. I mean, I definitely think he was hustling out there, and I think he just looks better. I know the shots weren't falling. He only took 4 tonight, though. But like, I think he just looks better physically out there, mentally, in every way. I think he looks okay. I I do think June. I think it might be better than meh, though. I don't think. I don't think it's as low as meh. I also butterfly. I don't necessarily think it's as high as A. So I think it's B. I mean, the blocks were crazy though. The blocks were crazy. KGTD. I love those blocks, and weirdly, these are like very reminiscent of the Lakers games block. Was it the Lakers game? Whatever our last game was. Um, yeah, I think a B is fair. I don't want to have any tearflation here. Big boy might still be up, and he might be watching me, and he's going to reprimand me in the morning if I tearflate. Is that how you see that? Jacob, how long have you been a Timberwolves fan? So I think this is a hard question to answer because it's certainly not been for life. I mean, I guess, but it's really honestly, it was kind of right after the Timberwolves traded KG. I mean, like I was a child when I was watching KG, but I'd never really paid attention to it that much. I was just like kind of passively watching. But then once we got Al Horford, and I really liked Theo Ratliff for some reason, I was really into that. And then we got Ricky, and that's so I'm kind of a Ricky Rubio person, but I was there a little bit before Ricky because I thought that Johnny Flynn was going to be way better than Ricky, and I was kind of mad that we drafted Ricky. So basically, don't listen to my takes. But anyways, back to the tier list. So I guess I don't know when that is. 2006, 7, something like that. What did I say? Al Jefferson. I meant Al Jefferson. I don't know what I said. Anyways, Nikhil Alexander Walker, 3 of 9. He had 8 points. Did have 4 turnovers. Had 3 assists. Had a block. Had a steal. Had a dunk. Had a nice dunk. I don't know where to put Nah tonight. Nah was really good. I mean, shooting wise was not on tonight, but I don't know. Nah's activity out there is so valuable. We were talking about it in the Discord. I mean, we would be nowhere without Nah. It's really, really good. But the shooting isn't good enough, I think. I'm not gonna go crazy and put him in like A or Cash, but I just think I'm just saying I appreciate Nah, as we all do. So I think up B is fair, probably. Yeah, it looks like everybody agrees. Renzi says B. A or B, 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 B. Okay, we're all on the same page. Johnny Flynn can still make a comeback. Well, how old is Johnny Flynn now? He's got to be my age. Guys, you guys know how old I am? Guess in the chat. It's somewhere between 16 and 50. Okay, who's up next? Oh, we should do Josh. Let's do Josh. Oh wait, Big Mike. Big Mike. Who's Big Mike? I don't know. I'll give him an A. We gotta be fair. We gotta be fair. Okay. So, Minot, as you guys guess my ages in the chat, or ages, my age. We're doing Bite Bite. Okay, we can do Bite Bite. You guys are all talking about Mike. Mike Conley played 19 minutes, almost 20. He was 5 of 8 shooting. He had 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. We're getting a lot of long rebounds tonight also, which is like, I feel like not a characteristic of the Timberwolves. It's not. It's crazy. Oh, you guys are actually guessing. Fantastic. 34. My wife guesses 35. 32 to 35. Okay, so it's Renz. I'm going to remember that, Renz. I will remember that. I don't remember how old I am. I was just talking to my wife about this. I thought I was 34 the other day, but I think I'm actually 32. I think I'm 32. I was born in 1991. My social security. No, I'm just kidding. Mike Conley. Bite. Everybody get your grades in. I think you guys actually already got your grades in. But you guys are all pretty close. That's good. Where is it? I lost your grades for Mike. But yeah, I mean, if we can play him less than 20 minutes and he can shoot 5 of 8, this is ideal. Butterfly. I don't know. Yeah, I'm in my income prime. Man, I hope so. Mike could shoot 0 of 10 and I'd still give him an A, so I can't be trusted. Dystopian Utopia. Honestly, I kind of am with you. I've told you guys this before. This is how I was with Malik Beasley. Who else? In the beginning of the season, this is how I was about Dante as well. But yeah, Mike, I agree. I think he's an A tonight, though. Butterfly, my birthday's in December, though. It hasn't happened yet. So I think I am 32. Anyways, I think he's an A. I mean, this was a fantastic game. If you can get this production out of 20 minutes or 19 minutes, that's pretty solid. Yeah, Renz, I agree. Where are you? There you are. This is super good. I think we're all kind of Mike Stans. Sam, first stream I've been able to catch all year. Good to see you all. Yeah, good to see you too, Sam. We've got some new faces. We've got some familiar faces. Ashwin is still here and with us. I've just kept him off camera for the last couple shows because we can't have him on camera anymore. I'm kidding. He's doing something. I don't know where. I don't know what. Something board game related. Check out his socials if you want to see it. Shout out Chicken Fried Dice. Anyways, Mike is an A. I put him there already. What's not to like about Conley, as I was about to say? Nothing. He's fantastic. Yeah, I know we need him. Oh, you don't want him to get a tech. I want him to get a tech, but I want it to be in the right moment. It needs to be like in the playoffs, in a moment that really like galvanizes the team. It has to be this perfect moment. I don't want it to be against some stupid game against like the Clippers or something like that. Like I want this to be whatever. Ashwin was arrested in South Korea. How did you know, Gerald? This is crazy. Martial law. Oh man. Mike and Na trade was the best trade in the last decade. It sure was. It was a great trade for us. I forgot that was like that was together. Man. Anyways, now let's do Josh Minot. I think it's time to do Minot. Why not? Minot. Get your grades in for Josh Minot. He played 20 minutes. He was 5 of 7. He had 13 points, career high, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, a block, only 1 turnover, only 2 fouls. I mean, this is best case scenario for Minot. I get that this is a depleted Clippers team, a back-to-back Clippers team, but like we've seen Minot play against bad teams before. Again, I'm not trying to say the Clippers are a bad team, but like we've seen them play against bad teams and not produce before. So seeing him do this against a real NBA team with real NBA players, I mean, and he even played in the first quarter. Like this looked really good. This was really good. I really liked it. Cash or A1. Oh my gosh, Crone, you are that I think that's crazy. But people are saying this. A1 because I expected he was way better than I expected. See, but Jacob, and you're right, you've got the rules down. But the A1, like, are we gonna remember? Are we gonna tell our children about this someday? I don't think we're gonna tell our future children and grandchildren about the day that Josh Minot scored 13 points. But you've got part of the rule right. Josh played well. Career high, you say? A. We should grade based on the first half. Yeah, if we grade on the first half, it's 100% cash. Because the second half, I mean, it was still good, still really good. Solid performance. Give my friend cash. Got a lot of cashes. He only had 1 turnover. Was he better than Ant? I mean, yes. Tonight he was better than Ant. He was 100% better than Ant. Well, he did have a career high, so I'll live to tell the tale. I think, oh man, you know what? We'll give him an honorary cash. I think in my mind, I think it's a little bit more of an A, but because it is his career high, I feel like there has to be, it can't just be an A. I feel like it's got to be something extra. So this is a little bit of tierflation, Crone. A1 is crazy, but he had an underleg alley-oop. What did I miss? I did run to the bathroom in the 4th. No way. I did not miss that. If I missed that, that's crazy. I think it's cash. We're giving Josh Minot cash. Okay. Who do we got left? We've got 4 players left. By the way, I'm so sad about Dillingham. I need his ankle to heal fast. immediately. A ceremonial cash, indeed. Let's do Rudy. I don't know. Let's just do Rudy. I don't know what Rudy. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Just sent it in the Discord. Are you serious? This actually happened? Where did you send this? Crazy. Well, I'll look at it later. However, Rudy, get your grades in for Rudy. He was 3 of 4, not crazy, in 30 minutes. But as we mentioned before, Rudy Gobert had 5 steals, 7 assists, 9 rebounds, and 8 points. You heard me correctly. 7 assists and 5 steals. He is our center with planks, with bricks at the end of them for hands. And he had 5 steals and 7 assists. What are we talking about? It's at least an A for me, 100%. I mean, this is kind of the weird thing where cash needs to be like not in the tier list. It needs to be like its own separate category because it's probably cash worthy. I mean, I don't know if I want to go A1. If he would have hit a 3, it's A1. I don't care what the game is. It's A1. And this was the opportunity. Gerald, you said it so well. This was the game, if any, where he needs to take a 3. And he didn't even come close. I want him so badly to shoot it. It would be so fun. There's a part of me that thinks that he might be a serviceable 3-point shooter, but I don't necessarily. I mean, this is the game where you try that. This is where you try this. But yeah, I think this is a cash. Long story short, I think that this is cash. I mean, this is a weird performance because it's 3 of 4, and usually for cash, you want it to be like they shot 100% on like 10 or more shots or something. But I mean, that might be exaggerating, but you know what I mean? Like we're shooting like 100% and taking a lot of shots, not 4. Or close to 100%. Anyways, yeah, this is cash, but this is like I'm saying, cash, like it needs to be its own little side piece thing where then we could be like, okay, this is like, I need to specifically state that like this player played well, but it's not amongst the tier. I don't know. He was incredible though. I mean, this is like such a great night. And I love this version of Rudy that we're seeing. Ren says cash definitely. All around stats are crazy. He did have globetrotter moments. Like the no look passes. I think I almost said that player's name. I almost said he saw that player in New York. And he said, I need to continue the no-look passes. He just had to. Rudy Poo gets cash or A1. Still holding out for that 3. Yeah, I think we're holding for Rudy A1 wise. I think we need to hold out for a 3. Or I mean, this is like the craziest stat line ever, but like the craziest game ever. We need it to be unreal. Like we can't believe it. I mean, I can barely believe it, but this is nuts. 5 plus with that is wow. I didn't even think about it like that. That is insane. Wow, this is a Wemby night. Unreal. Wow. Bro was possessed this game. He was. 7 assists. It is 7-0 or 7-0 turnover ratio or whatever. Unreal. Okay. Wow. No look pass lives on in Minnesota. Yeah, he's carrying the torch for Ricky Rubio. Anyways, I think it's a cash. It's a cash for tonight. We're reserving that A1 for the 3. Honestly, I might even just give him an A1 if he attempts a 3. If he attempts one, I might just accept it. Let's move on to Julius Randle. I know, Jacob, you're not wrong. That's insane stat line. But me personally, I'm not telling my future children about this someday. It's maybe kind of close. It's borderline close. Be like, remember the game where Rudy had 5 steals and 7 assists? It's like kind of close. I'm still not going to put it there. We're still saving that for the A1 or for the 3, but it's close. And actually, I'm going to do this. He's going to be higher than Josh. Josh played well, but That was crazy. Let's move on to Julius. Everybody get your grades in for Julius Randle, who started off the game insanely hot. 26 minutes, he was 8 of 16, 4 of 9 from 3, and he was banging threes in the beginning. 20 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. I mean, this was a really solid game. I mean, this was everybody had a solid game, but like Julius was the reason really early. One of the main reasons that we were up so early and playing so well. I mean, this was if you're basing it off the first quarter, I'd probably even cash. For the rest of the game, it got a little sloppy. I mean, he didn't really turn the ball over so much like he does, but it just wasn't the same effectiveness. So I don't have quarter by quarter stats, but I mean, the first quarter felt amazing. I think he had to have like 10 in the first, right? Had to be at least. But yeah, he did have the highest plus minus. You're right, Renz. 28. Ant was the next closest with 27, but I mean, we all know that Ant was not really a contributor in this game. Yeah, seriously, Crone. It's nice to have a game like this. Can we celebrate that chat's cardiac health has been much better these last 2 games? It has, yes. 13 or 16 in the first. Yeah, it was crazy. And then just the rest of the game was not really anything, given he only played 26 minutes. But first quarter cash, I think overall probably an A. We'll give him an A tonight. Super, super solid. And yeah, if we can have that kind of game from Julius, I mean, that's like what we've been kind of missing from Cat. I just mentioned him. I was trying so hard not to say his name. I need a punishment. I don't know what that punishment is because I can't go anywhere. Anyways, he does, now that I mention it, he does make up for the lack of what we missed in the Big Purr. So yeah, we have to reset the counter on Towns. I don't know. We'll try better next time. We'll get him next game. But this, like, Towns in New York, I'm just leaning into it now that I said it. Towns in New York has obviously got a lot more offensive opportunities that he did here, and he's converting on a lot of them as well. But when he was with us, when we were playing well, it wasn't like Cat was going for 30. It was like he was going for like 18 to 23, somewhere in that range. If Julius Randle can do that, that's fantastic. So, Crone, the 5 gifted. I appreciate it, Crone. Thank you so much. We are going to be doing some giveaways eventually. I have to figure out what these things are because we still have cash shirts. I still have 52 wins hats. We still get all the stuff that we had last year, but I'm trying to get some updated stuff to try to give away. So yeah, we'll see. The big bodega. But I appreciate it, Crone. Thank you. Christmas giveaways. I like the idea of that. We could definitely do something like that. Christmas would be good. And then, yeah, I think Christmas will be good. Some January ones for sure. I think really once we get started, we'll keep them going, but it's just a matter of starting. So we'll get them started. Want to have the fake fans get weeded out, so that we can have just the real ones winning. Because I feel like last year I advertised too many giveaways, and we got a lot of people that would like tune in for only giveaways. So I'm trying to build a more genuine community this year, and I think it's been working. We've got really good conversation in the Discord. I mean, I don't even really feel like the Discord's like it just feels like talking to like friends and family, which it is. It's like super cool. And then here also the chat's been super good, super supportive. Random nights where we have really bad nights, it's been crazy, but you guys are awesome. So definitely have some giveaways here soon. Anyways, let's do Jaden McDaniels. Jaden played 24 minutes. He was 5 of 9, 11 points, 5 rebounds. Got some rebounds from Jaden tonight. I like that. Yeah, the record also does help, Crown. You are right. But 11 points, 5 rebounds, no assists, no steals, no turnovers, no block, or 1 turnover, no blocks. This was fine. It almost feels like a meh, but I feel like he was better than meh. I don't know. I could probably go with a B. I think it's a B because he scored. He's 5 of 9. I don't know what I'm hating. He was a B. But I don't really have much to say. I mean, I feel like there wasn't a lot that was super notable. He had a nice dunk. He was driving a little bit. He didn't have a ton of shots. He also didn't miss a ton of shots. So I think it was good. But I have zero other comments on the game other than that. It was fine. Fine. Not meh, but fine. Yeah, I agree. Tycoon B, Crone B, Jacob B, Renz B. There we go. Everybody's in agreement. I like it. Okay, last and maybe least, Anthony Edwards. Get your grades in for Anthony Edwards. 26 minutes. He was 5 of 14, 4 of 9 from 3. Some of those threes were super wet, though. So that was kind of satisfying. 16 points, 2 turnovers, 3 fouls. He had 4 assists. He also had a bunch of steals. He had 4 steals and 6 rebounds. He was the team's second highest plus minus, but he also played the second most, I think. So, and that's how that works. This was kind of a, I don't know. Ant was like, yeah, I mean, okay, so yes, I think Renz, I'm kind of in line with what you're saying. First half was definitely a mess, but second half was B. Zach actually didn't mind this game from Ant. So this is kind of what I was talking about last game where he only scored 8. Ant does do the intangibles. This is true. And I'm not trying to be super hard on him, but you know, it's when you're the superstar, like you need to find ways to win. And he has that. And tonight, I think he had those intangibles that you're talking about. But it still is concerning, maybe not on tonight level or the last game level, how he looks right now. He almost looks injured or just like mentally not there. And I hope that he's okay. Like I hope he's not injured. I hope everything's going good with everything. But I don't know. I get a little worried when I see games like this in the last, because like the last game you'd expect him to be, it was like Ant night at Target Center and he scores 8 points. Now, did we need him to score more than 8 points? No. Tonight, did we need him to shoot better than 5 of 14? No. And like even in the first half when he was super, super bad offensively, did we need more than him? Not really. You know, it's less of a failure of Ant and more of just kind of like we're just gonna pass. So you know what? It works. I don't necessarily hate it either. I don't know. I'm kind of in between. I'm kind of with Jacob here. B or meh, simply because this is the standard for Ant. Exactly. I kind of have the higher standards. Like 16 is okay, but it's maybe like it's less than I expect. I'm expecting 20 from Ant every single game. And not that 16 is that much different than 20. And I'm not trying to make these like tiny little like teensy arguments here. But you know, I do hope for a little bit of better offensive production. 4 of 9 from 3 is good. And like I said, some of those threes that he was hitting in the third were super, super good. But the first half was really bad. I think I'm going to go with a meh. I'm going to make the executive decision and say meh. You're right, T. Kubler. You're right. But I don't know. I think if we're just basing it off of Ant only, this is what we expect. And there weren't any like amazing moments really that I can recall. I mean, he had some good steals, he had some good threes, but like, you know, there was no like super impact moments. His impact moments over the last 2 games have come off the bench when he's like hyping up players. And then tonight he was like yelling at the refs, which was also kind of funny. Again, let me pay for the under mic thing. Cameron, will you and Ashwin set a game by game baseline for how players can be rated when we blow out the other team? Oh, or is it going to be a community vote like this evening? Yeah, see, that's a good point because it's kind of this is a weird situation. I think honestly, I could probably go with community vote for this, even though I just said executive decision. I could probably go with a community vote on this because I am kind of wishy-washy on this. 30 is the standard from Ant, says Tycoon. That plus 27 was from his third quarter. I mean, maybe. Do impacts matter when you're up by 40? I mean, yeah, that's a fair point. That's fair. But I'm also like, we have to have something that we can say critically about Ant in a game where he really wasn't the best version of himself. But at the same time, like I was mentioning earlier, like does it matter that he only scored 8 points in the last game where we won? Not really. Like it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But it is a little bit more about the concern for me about his shooting right now, because 5 of 14 is not great. And then what was he last game? It wasn't good. So, um, yeah, I mean, I think I'm with a meh. But if you guys feel strongly about a B, I can go with a B. But it's up to you guys. Um, People pay to go see Ant. If he mails it in, some kid is missing a chance for an Ant moment. It's wrong. And see, I think Gerald, this is where I'm a little bit more on your side with this because not that we're really that far apart, everybody, but Ant has even said, like, look at that clip of Ant where he is asked if he could do one thing different about the NBA. He's like, I want people to stop resting. Um, and this honestly, like, because he says, sometimes the kid might only be able to pay for one game and see me for one game, and I want my fans to be able to see me. I love that sentiment. I think everybody does. However, this almost feels like he maybe needs to miss a game or something because he's injured, and he's just not because he knows that he wants to like show up and play, but he just doesn't have it. I don't know. I'm nitpicking way too much about a game where we won by essentially 50, even though it was only 28. It was a good game. It was fine. I think meh is fair. I have missed every Ant moment I've paid for. And Gerald, that's exactly how I feel when I went to Portland. Although Ant had some okay moments, but yeah. And the only moment, I'm so sad. It was during COVID. It was the game against the Heat where he had the dunk, which was not a dunk, over Gabe Vincent. I was supposed to go to that game, but then I got sick, and I was like, I'm not going to go to the game if I'm sick, even if I don't know if it's COVID. And of course that happened, which would have been an incredible game to be at. And then I also was going to go to the game, the Boston game last year, and I missed that. That hurt. So I don't want anybody to pull a Kevin McHale and play through a broken bone in their foot. Yeah, I see. And that's what I worry about with Ant. I don't want that happening. If he needs to, like, I get his point about, like, and I'm talking about it too. Like, as a fan, it's disappointing to not see your favorite player. But yes, we do need that. Finch also needs to play him with Jaden and Julius less. See, actually, I love this point, Zach. I love that you brought this up. This is one that I keep forgetting. When Ant's out there, it seems like our offense is like, let's get Julius going, let's get Jaden going, let's get Rudy going. And even to an extent, let's get Mike going, or if it's Na out there, get Na going. It's less Ant. Now, part of that is because Ant is getting doubled and just having the best defender on him most of the time. And then if he does the switch, he gets another defender, so he's getting doubled. But he does need to have some amount of freedom out there. He needs to be able to just go out and try to score. And that's the problem with Ant, is that he needs to take a lot of shots to get into rhythm. So that's part of it. And they do. It is bad. But there's the tier list. Jingles is hurt. Dilly is hurt. Finch, I don't know how I feel about him tonight. I mean, I feel like it was okay. But, we were kind of talking, I think Gerald pointed it out in the Discord. Late in the games, it seems like he's always like 5 or 7 minutes behind, 5 to 7 minutes behind about like what we think we should be happening. Because he didn't pull the starters, all of them, until like way late in the fourth. Super crazy. Yeah. And see, Butterfly, I saw this too. By the way, satisfying tier list. Look at that. Everybody's above men. It's like a block here. But yeah, Ant was like helping some people out. They had like some private session where they were like working out together, which is super awesome. And I love that. But it's like, I just don't know why we're not seeing Ant really come through on the court right now. And possibly maybe it's because of Jaden and Julius being out there at the same time. So Sam R, I'm still side-eyeing Finch. He's pissing me off. Yeah. He's pissing a lot of people off this year. Because it's like, you can only preach flow so long. And when people are not flowing, it's like, how do we? You have to be able to produce something, and that's why flow works if you can get the whole team to buy in, and then it works Then if you get the whole team to buy in forever, then the flow works for eternity. But if you can't get them to buy in 100%, then it won't happen. However, tonight felt like a little bit more of a flow night. This felt super comfortable to me. I enjoyed seeing it. I mean, a lot of it was based off of the defense that we were playing early. But yes, he has been running, and that's the other thing. He's been running a lot of sets. We've been having more plays. There was one play. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. There was one play tonight that I loved. I can't remember what it was, but it was like we had an open lob at a point. We had an open kick out, and then we had an extra pass. It was really good. I don't know. It was whenever we were on the left side. So that was first half, I think. I don't know. I loved whatever the play was. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're finally learning plays. This is fantastic. Oh, but that's it. Timberwolves win. We are above 500. So where are we? Where are we with everything? I mean, we don't need to be standings watching. Honestly, I shouldn't even be looking at the standings. I'm pulling it up for some reason, anyways. We are still in 11th. The Spurs are also 10 or 11 and 10. Did I say 10 and 11? We're 11 and 10. The Lakers are 2 games above us, or one game above, half a game above us. The Nuggets are, the Clippers are 14 and 10. That's weird. That is weird. Warriors have fallen off a lot. They're 12 and 8. I think they started like 10 and 3 or something, 10 and 2. I don't even remember. It was crazy. The Thunder obviously in first, the Rockets in second. The Rockets are playing well. They're 15 and 7. That is insane. Mavs playing well, 14 and 8. Grizzlies are 14 and 8. I haven't really looked at the standings until right now. This is crazy. That's fascinating. And the Suns cooled off. They're 12 and 8. And now Durant got hurt again. That's interesting. But I do think some of the trade talk will quell here. You know, I was kind of hoping that we would have some more trade talk opportunities, but it seems like that's not happening. But yeah, Dubs are on a 5-game losing streak, and now we get to play them. So they're due. They're due for a win. And both of our next games are in the Bay. Let me pull up the schedule here. So our upcoming schedule. It is Friday night, late again, not as late. Like the Rockets are the most obvious first round exit ever. I agree. I mean, yes, I agree. They have a good team, but they're just not playoff. They just don't have the right depth for playoff. It's just not it. They're a good regular season team, I think. Now watch us get bounced by the Rockets because I said this. Nobody clipped this. Anyways, I'm kidding. I love the Rockets. The Rockets are amazing. But anyways, we play at Golden State, a 9 p.m. game Central on Friday. And then Sunday, we play a 7:30 game Central. So that's a little bit better. That's not too bad. And it's not an afternoon game. Got a lot of Sunday games, I feel like, this year. That's super weird. Now, then we don't have another game until next Friday. It's the Lakers game that I accidentally, stupidly sold the tickets to immediately. I'm such an idiot. I don't know. I didn't even think about it for 1 second. I just was like, I know Lakers fans are going to buy these tickets up like crazy. So I'm going to sell them and price them by a lot. And somebody bought them instantly, of course. But now I want to go. I want to go to that game. So I'm going to figure out a way. And I know FJD, or no, who was it? Who said they were going? It was Mark and FJD. FJD, you go to all the games though, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, I'm down to go. Just got to find a way. Maybe prices will go down late. Hopefully, I missed all the Black Friday deals. Maybe they'll have some deal because it's late. I don't know. Whatever. So we've only got 3 games in the next 8 days, or no, 9 days or something like that. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty wild. I am uncertain of my schedule, unfortunately, for the next 2 games. I really want to be able to do at least one of them. I think the one that's the most likely for me to do is probably Friday's game. But I cannot promise that. So it's very possible that I may not be available for Friday night's game. Because for me, I'm West Coast, so it's 7, and I've got family coming in, and we're going out to dinner on Friday at 6:30. So I think it's unlikely. It's not impossible though. So if we got home and then I was able to watch most of the game, and I'll watch the game from the restaurant, then maybe. So keep your eyes peeled, but don't be surprised if I'm not available. So 52 wins hat Black Friday deal. We could maybe make that happen. Although I don't really know how much lower I can make the prices on the website because I don't really make profit off of this stuff. I need to find a different website, honestly. Amazon honestly has cheaper stuff. I should do Amazon. But anyways, merch stuff is a different conversation for a different day. But we do need to, or we could have it as a giveaway. Also, I mean, this is okay. I feel like this isn't as good as I wanted it to be, but it's also impossible. I mean, I don't do this. So I think the site just was linked actually by Nightbot, I think. Yes. Have the bot do it. I think the bot has already done it, right? Yeah. It's in there, I think. Anyways, I'll link it. If it's not showing up there, I'll link it in the Discord or something. But that's it for me. Timberwolves win. Oh, I didn't put up the banner all game. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. I don't know. I mean, share, does that really matter? Maybe. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. But yeah, that might be it for tonight. 2 Warriors games. We play the Warriors 3 times this month, by the way. We play them again on the 21st at home. But yeah, that's it for me. Yes, I'm just drunk and blind. Yeah, you didn't have to. There was no hot takes tonight, Gerald. You had none. You said you promised hot takes, and I said it was a safe space. Anywho, it was great talking to you all again. Fun win. It's super late, though. You guys need to go to bed. As do I. I need to get ready for work tomorrow. 52 wins. Still possible. Intro as the outro. With the Jazz. I will see you. I don't know when. Join the Discord and you'll find out. Play the over-under. Shout out Gerald. Have a good night, everybody.
I believe that the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to win the World Championship.
Edwards. They are advancing to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in 20 years.
Oh, it's on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, baby.
I believe that the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to win the World Championship.
Edwards. They are advancing to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in